प्रभु तेरी याद में दिल गुनगुनाता है। प्रभु तेरी याद में दिल गुनगुनाता है। अब तो हर चेहरे पे तेरा ही रूप नजर आता है। प्रभु तेरी याद में दिल गुनगुनाता है। अब तो हर चेहरे पे तेरा ही रूप नजर आता है। प्रभु तेरी याद में दिल गुनगुनाता
Om Shanti, 2nd of May 2024. Essence. Sweet children become nightingales of knowledge and do the service of making others equal to the Father. Check how many you have made similar to yourself and what your chart of remembrance is like. Question. What promise which human beings cannot make does God make to his children? Answer. God promise children, I will definitely take you back to my home. If you follow Srimad and become pure, you will go into liberation and liberation in life. Everyone has to go into liberation. Whether someone wants to or not, I will force him to settle his karmic accounts and take him back home. Baba says, when I come, all of you go into your stage of retirement. I take everyone back. Om Shanti. You children should now pay attention to how you study. You have to imbibe all the virtues of the price that is remembered. Full of all virtues. 16 celestial degrees full. Check whether you have these virtues in you. The attention of your children will be drawn to whoever asks your heart how many you teach. No one has yet become a complete deity. When the moon becomes full, it gives so much light. Here, too, it is seen that you are number-wise according to your efforts. Your children can understand this and the teacher also understands it. His vision falls on each one to see what each what each one is doing. What service is he doing for me? He looks at he looks at the flowers. All are flowers. This is a garden. Each one of you knows your own stage and your own happiness. Each of you feels your own individual level of a life of supersensuous joy. Firstly, you make to remember the Father a lot. It's by remembering Him that you receive a return. Your children are shown a very easy way to become Satopradhan from Tamopradhan, the pilgrimage of remembrance. Each one of you can ask your heart, is my chart of remembrance fine? Am I making others similar to myself? You are nightingales of knowledge. Some are parrots and others are something else. You mustn't become a pigeon. You have to become a parrot. It's very easy to ask yourself internally, to what extent do I remember Baba? To what extent do I stay in supersensuous joy? You have to change from human beings into deities. Human beings are human beings, whether they are a male or female. They are a human beings. You are now imbibing divine virtues and becoming deities. None apart from you are going to become deities. You become here to become members of the deity clan. They are to you are members of the deity clan. There won't be any sound of conflict or jealousy. In order to belong to such a deity family, you have to make a lot of effort. You also have to study in a disciplined way. You must never miss studying. Even if you are ill, your intellect should have remembrance of Shiv Baba. There is no need to use your mouth for that. Each of you souls knows that you are Shiv Baba's child. Baba has come to take us back home. Very good practice of this is required. No matter where you are, stay in remembrance of the Father. The Father has come to take you to the land of peace and the land of happiness. It is so easy. There are many who are unable to imbibe very much. Okay, then stay in remembrance. All of you sitting here are children. It is number wise in that too. Yes, you definitely do have to become that. You definitely remember Shiv Baba. You all break away from others and connect yourselves to the one alone. You do not have remembrance of anyone else, but you do have to make effort here till the end. You do have to make effort internally. Let there be remembrance of one Shiv Baba alone. When you go out touring or sightseeing, let there be remembrance internally of the one Father alone. There is no need to use your mouth. This study is very easy. He teach you and makes you the same as he is. You children have to reach such a stage. Just as you came in the Satopradhan stage, so you have to go back in that stage. This is so easy to explain. While doing all your housework and walking and moving around, you have to make yourselves into flowers. Check that you don't have any confusion in you. The example of a diamond is very good for checking oneself. Each of you yourself is a magnifying glass. So check yourself. Do I have the slightest body consciousness in me? You are all effort makers at this time, but you have your aim and objective in front of you. You have to give everyone the message. Baba had said, it doesn't matter if it goes it doesn't matter if it costs something to print it in the papers. At least everyone would receive this message. Tell them, remember the one Father, and your sins will be absolved, and you will become pure. No one is pure now. The Father has explained. Pure souls exist in the new world. This old world is impure. There cannot be a single pure being here. When a soul becomes pure, he shed his old body, he has to shed it by continuously staying in remembrance. You souls will become completely pure. Each of you came from the land of peace as a completely pure soul and sat in the palace of a womb. Then we played those long parts. The cycle has now ended, and you souls will go back to your home. From there, you will go to the land of happiness. There, a home is a palace. You still have to make effort to climb a high status. This is a study. Now, hell, this brother now hell this brothel is to be destroyed and the temple of Shiva is being established. Everyone now has to go back home. You understand that you will shed those bodies, go to the new world and become princes and princesses there. Some of you think that you will become part of the subject. The line of your intellects should be very clear. Let there only be remembrance of the Father and nothing else. This is known as being a pure beggar. Even your body should not be remembered. Those bodies are dirty and old. It has to remain in your intellects that you have to die alive here. We now have to return home. We had forgotten our home. The Father has now reminded us. This play is now coming to an end. The Father explains, all of you are in the stage of retirement. At this time, all human beings in the world are in their stage of retirement. I have come to take all souls back beyond sound. The father says, it is now the stage of retirement of all of you, young and old. You didn't know what is meant by the stage of retirement. You just used to go and adopt gurus. You have been made to make effort for half a cycle by your worldly gurus, but they have none of this knowledge. The Father himself now says, it is now the stage of retirement of all of you, young and old. Everyone is to receive liberation. Young and old, all will die. The Father has come to take everyone back home. You children should be very happy about this. Here you feel sorrow, and this is why you remember your sweet home. You want to go home, but you don't have enough sense. People say, we souls now want peace. The Father says, for how long do you want it? Each one of you has to play your part here. No one can remain peaceful here. For half a cycle, those gurus, etc., have made you make a lot of effort. By making effort and wandering around, you have become even more peaceless. The one who is the master of the land of peace has now come and he will take everyone back home. He also continues to teach you. People do devotion in order to go to the land of nirvana and for liberation. It would never enter anyone's heart for him to want to go to the land of happiness. Everyone else is making effort to go into the stage of retirement, whereas you are making effort to go to the land of happiness. You know that first of all, there definitely has to be the stage beyond sound. God even promised you children, I will definitely take all of you children back to our home. It is for this that you have been doing devotion for half a cycle. Now, if you follow Srimad, you will go into liberation in life. However, everyone has to go to the land of peace anyway. Whether someone wants to go there or not, everyone definitely has to go according to the drama. Whether you like it or not, I have come to take everyone back. I will even force you to settle your karmic accounts and take you back. You will go to the golden age and all the rest will reside beyond sound in the land of peace. Baba will not leave anyone out. Even if you don't want to go, there will be punishment and beatings, and I will then take you with me. Such is this part of the drama. Therefore, if you go having earned your income, you will also receive a good status. What happiness will those who come at the end receive? The father tells everyone, you definitely have to go back. All the bodies will be set on fire and I will take all the souls back. It is the souls who have to go back with me. If you become full of all virtues, 16 celestial degrees according to my directions, you will receive a good status. You're going to be left out. The dirty bodies cannot remain. You called me to take you back. Therefore, the father now says, children, I will take you back from this dirty world. Your memorial is here. There is the Dilwala temple. It is also the temple of the one who wins your hearts. Adidev is sitting there and Shiv Baba is also there. Both Bab and Dada are there. Baba is present in this one's body. When you go there, you see Adidev. You souls know that this is Bab Dada sitting here. The memorials of the parts you play at this time are also here. There are the elephant riders, the horse soldier, and the infantry bracket foot soldiers. That is non-living, whereas this is living. Paradise is also up above. You come here having seen those models. You know You know what the Dilwala temple is like. Every cycle that temple is built in the same way so that you can go and see it. Some people become confused about how all of these mountains, etc., were broken down and how they will become the same again. How you should not think about such things. Even heaven doesn't exist now. So, how will that come again? Everything can be created by your making effort. You are now making preparations to go to heaven. Some people become confused and even stop studying. The Father says there is no question of becoming confused about this. We will make everything of our own there. That will be a Satopradhan world. You come back having seen the fruit and flowers, etc., of that world, and you also drink mango juice. None of that exists in the subtle region or the incorporeal world, but it all exists in paradise. The history and geography of the world repeat. There should be this firm faith. However, if it is not and someone's fortune, he would say, how can all of that be possible? How can there be the diamonds and jewels which you hardly see nowadays? How would we how would we become worthy of worship? The Father says, this play of being worthy of worship and worshippers is predestined. We are Brahmins who then become deities, warriors, merchants, etc. By knowing this world cycle, you become the kings who rule the globe. You understand this, and that is why you say, Baba, we met you in the previous cycle too. The temple of our memorial is just in front of us. It is only after this that heaven will be established. The pictures that you have are a wonder. People come and look at them with so much interest. No one no one in the whole world would have seen such pictures, nor can anyone make such pictures nor give you this knowledge. No one can copy you. These pictures are treasures through which you become multimillion times fortunate. You understand that you have multimillions in your every step. There are the steps of your studying. The more yoga you have and the more you study, the more multimillions you will receive. Maya will also come to you with full force. It is only at this time that you become Shyam Sundar bracket ugly and beautiful. In the golden age, you were beautiful and golden age, and in the iron age, you are ugly iron aged. It is the same for everything. Here, the land is even barren. There, the land is first class. Everything is Sato Pradhan. You are becoming the masters of such a kingdom. You have become that many times. Nevertheless, you should make full effort to become the masters of such a kingdom. How will you receive your reward unless you make effort? There is no definitely in this. Muralis are printed now, but as you make further progress, they will be printed in the region of how hundreds of thousands. Children say, whatever money I have, I want to use that for the IKEA. What would I do with it by keeping it all? Just see what happens as you progress further. You will also see the preparations for destruction will continue to take place. Then there will be peace. You children have all of this knowledge in your intellects. It is very easy. You simply have to remember the father, Acha, to the sweetest, loved, long lost and now found children. Love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. First, forget even that body and become a completely pure beggar. Keep the line of your intellect clear. Let it remain in your intellect that the play is now ending and that you are going to your sweet home. Second, there are multi-millions in every step of studying. Therefore, study very well every day. Make effort to become a member of the deity clan. Ask yourself to what extent you are able to experience supersensuous joy. Do you have that happiness blessing? May you be a fortunate soul who experiences pleasure in the company of the intellect and with cooperation of the hand. The sign of cooperation is por- portrayed with a hand in a hand. To be constantly cooperative with the Father is to have your hand in His land. To stay constantly in His company with your intellect means to have love for one in your heart. Constantly have the awareness that you are walking in a godly garden hand in hand with Him. By doing so, you will constantly be entertained and be constantly happy and full. Such fortunate souls constantly continue to experience pleasure. Slogan: the way to accumulate your account of blessings is to remain content and make others content. Om Shanti.
आनंद के प्रदाता हे स्नेह शक्ति दाता अव्यक्त बाप दादा सादर पधारिए मंजुल मधुर निमंत्रण अंतःकरण से कण कण प्रभु आपको बुलाता सादर पधारिए सादर पधारिए बिछड़े हैं कल्प भर के प्यासे मिलन के कब